In the first reading, we hear about Paul going to Athens, and they kind of skip over some initial pieces where we find out that he's talking to two different groups of philosophers, the Stoics and the Epicureans, who are kind of on different ends of the spectrum of philosophical thought. They say, "Oh, come on, let's talk about this." So they take them to the place where they do this, the Areopagus, and he's going through. And if you know a little bit about their philosophies, you can see how throughout the course of his discourse, he's going and saying, "Okay, here's the answer to your philosophy. Here's the answer to your philosophy. Here's the answer to your philosophy," whether it's the Stoics or the Epicureans. But then he gets to this resurrection from the dead. They're listening, they're paying attention, they think, "Oh, this is interesting. Ooh, that's an interesting argument." But then he gets to resurrection of the dead, and they start to scoff. No one rises from the dead. Dead is dead. They know this. And if someone comes back from the dead, that's a change of the whole universe. They can't accept it. And so some begin to scoff and say, "Get out of here." But there are some that are like, "Oh, maybe there's something interesting in this." But it's a good opportunity for us to say, do we really believe in the resurrection of the dead? Do we really believe in the resurrection from the dead? I got a call from one of the priests out in South Dakota who was so interested. He's part of the fraternity of priests that I'm part of, and he wanted to talk to someone from the fraternity, and so I ended up having to call him back, and we played phone tag for a while, and he was saying, "I've had these dreams where I had died and I went before Jesus, and there was just so much peace. I want everyone to know they don't have to be afraid, because Jesus is going to take care of us. You don't have to be afraid." And it says, "Okay, so great. Here's a priest after 63 years of priesthood. He's trying to share again this powerful message that we don't have to be afraid. And we don't have to be afraid because we believe in the resurrection of the dead." Do we really believe that? This is core to our faith. It's an opportunity to reflect and meditate. Do I believe in my life? Do I believe dead is not dead? But God has promised us, by what He did in Christ Jesus, resurrection.